I recall going to bed today around 4:45 in the morning. After I for about 15 minutes to half an hour around 4 in the morning, coughed up some phlegm. It wasn't that much, and thankfully, at this time, I've since not experienced any residual symptoms of my recent mild cold that I recently got over. I recall waking up for the last time around 11:15 in the morning. And then I got up about 15 minutes after that point. I recall waking up at an earlier point, most likely somewhere between 9 and 10 in the morning before falling back asleep within a few minutes at most. I recall around 12:30 p.m. having a Whopper and a thing of fries from the family bundle deal my dad got from a local Burger King the other day. I had that Whopper and those fries with roughly half of a a blueberry square donut that we got at the relatively new salty bread pizza cafe location that opened up closer to my dad's place than the first location. I cut that square donut in half with some difficulty using a knife of about medium sharpness. Sharper than a butter knife. But less sharp than a steak knife. I made a bit of a mess of the frosting, but it was still relatively intact, even after I cut that square donut. I had my first cup of plain coffee with that breakfast, and initially I had two full cups and a partial third cup. From roughly 12:30 p.m. to roughly 2:30 p.m. And then my dad showed me how to prepare a pot of coffee using our coffee machine. And I had a late afternoon pot of coffee, having an additional full cup and a partial cup from roughly 4:45 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the latest. I recall both times I had a partial cup. It was about a third to 2/5 of a cup of plain coffee. I recall at the time I fell asleep today. I went to bed today. I had pretty much finished editing the April 5 my dinner video. But I didn't upload that video to my YouTube channel until the early to mid afternoon hours. Because I fell asleep. I then edited the April 6 my dinner video. During the late afternoon hours and into the evening hours, and uploaded that video to my YouTube channel during the early night hours. I recall my dad called me around 11:45 in the morning, and I checked the front entrance and the side entrance if there were any packages outside. It turned out a sort of package was delivered, but it was in the mailbox, and I didn't think to check the mailbox at the time. Though thankfully, since it was in the mailbox, it didn't get wet. It wasn't anything I ordered. I just checked on behalf of my dad. After I was asked to do that during the phone call. I don't recall it raining at that time, though I do recall it being overcast at that time, and then later on, towards the afternoon hours, and especially by the mid to late afternoon hours, it became less cloudy and more sunny.